Welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Last time, hard disk failure. Not exactly the best way to go, but it went up and it went out. In short, no longer have Eben Harris, no longer have his world. Let's just assume that he had a magnificent time fighting zombies and then promptly died after destroying them all. So, for this playthrough, now that I have it, we're just gonna go with the default mods, which happens to include medieval content pack and the old guns pack. I'm not gonna try and mess around with dinosaurs, I'm sure I'd probably die. These are the world generation options. I'm not going to be surrounded when I start, else I will die. Gonna keep the size of the cities the same. Have the new zombies. Have a default region type. Haven't bothered changing that around. Gotta start in winter. So yeah, this is going to be a vanilla world with vanilla settings, and it is going to be winter. And for this, we're gonna attempt to survive for that winter, because I haven't survived a full season as of such yet. So 14 days seems reasonable, it's about half a month. I don't suppose you'd want to experience 3 months worth, I mean, who wants to experience 90 days of the same season? When it gets to summer, it's gonna get even worse. So yeah, let's get started with a new game. I've got myself a preset I want to use. And that would be test 2, of course. And I'm gonna start in 10 mile. Miller's View is just a test thing that I did, and as it turned out, codec stuff is very troublesome. So let's start our game. Load the world data, and give ourselves a name. Noah Green. That'll do. So yeah, stats. More strength and dexterity based rather than intelligence. Might swap one out for another. Unlike the previous run, I have enabled skill rust, so there will be a drop in performance if I do not keep it up. That being said though, I'm sure that it caps at the maximum level. So, after that, we have our skills here. I've taken 11 out of 12 negative traits, which include addictive personality, which means things like caffeine. I don't know what else to say. It'll be easier for myself to get stuck on it. Or in this case, Noah. I had to look at his name. He hates vegetables, so vegetables are no-go for him. That includes things such as tinned goods as well, so I can't eat beans either. We have trigger happy, so sometimes if I'm carrying a gun, I'll pull the trigger once and I'll just go full auto. Because that's what people tend to do when they panic. Truth teller, ugly are kind of a cop-out here, but I need those points. Because the NPCs aren't really at a stable point in time yet, they don't show up, so these are just free points. And I got a weak stomach, meaning I can't tolerate bad food. Which I shouldn't. I shouldn't have to do that. Now, positive-wise, I've got fleet-footed so I can move faster, light step so I make less noise when moving, night vision to see a little bit further, parkour expert so I don't have to waste time getting over fences and shrubs, and psychopath to negate the effects of zombie children, because they often tend to give you a negative morale in the process. So that's about it for that. Profession-wise, I made him a survivalist, as you may know. Starts off with useful stuff, including a backpack and combat knife. Also has a plastic canteen, which I am not really fond of, and I tend to throw out the very first time. And skill-wise, I've upped the melee option so I can hit stuff. As part of being a survivalist, I automatically get a few points of skill in these areas. So it means I can swim a little bit. And also make traps. So yeah, let's get started. Are you sure you're finished? The answer is yes. As always, we start in a survival shelter. One of the things that tends to happen these days is that zombies will show up in the basement of these places, which is not great. So, first thing on the agenda is probably to get a bearing of where we are. We're at the outskirts of a rather large city. I didn't expect the cities to be so large. Which could be a problem because large cities tend to have lots of zombies. This is a static spawning zombie sort of setting. Oh, I worded there. But yeah, static zombies mean they'll stick around, they're generated on start, they don't show up again if you kill them and destroy them fully. Let's just drop this plastic canteen. Now, we shall get out our rock, wield it, and smash this locker. Smash it away. And hopefully the zombies downstairs won't notice us. Smash this window too. It's a good idea just to smash and get all the materials as soon as we can so we can start building stuff. As much as it'd be nice to check downstairs right now, the last thing I really need is a zombie showing up and making my day really unpleasant. Hit the ampersand key and you'll get to this construction menu. And we're going to build us a spike. Use a chunk of steel, get our spike, and then get ourselves a makeshift crowbar. We'll need that to break into houses and all that. We'll also grab this sheet here, just cut it up with our combat knife. Slice it into 12 rags. That should do it. Disassemble one of those rags. And it has started an acidic drizzle, which is not too good. Hopefully it clears up by the time I'm done with all this. Make ourselves a wooden needle. Grab the thread on the ground, which is the result of tearing up one rag. Grab our needle, wield it, reload it, and we will repair our stuff. And by repair, we'll reinforce it. Of course, it will take a bit of practice before it starts doing anything. So yeah, I've made my boxer shorts extra sturdy. I'm not sure how I did that considering I was wearing them the whole time, but can't complain there. One thing's for sure is we sure use a lot of thread. And then later on you just use one and boom, it's extra sturdy. But I guess, you know, if we wasted too much time considering the details behind that, it wouldn't be too good. My skill in cooking has reduced to 1. Oh dear. Then again, I haven't exactly been cooking. But I have increased my survival skill. No, wait a minute, it's reduced. That's no good. I need that to build stuff. Also, I need to reinforce this backpack. Skills are going to be a bit more of a worry in this playthrough this time. Okay, it looks like I've got everything. But I will disassemble another rag, just so I get more thread. And I'm now hungry and thirsty. There's more than one stage of hunger and thirst, so it's not too heavily of a worry right now. And of course we reload our wooden needle. Because we can break it off at any point and put it on at any point. So at this point, I should also build myself a knife spear. That will allow us to stab things and block things as well. So I'm going to equip that and head downstairs and hopefully there's something down here. And this thing's kind of a hit or miss thing since sometimes this place can be full of items and other times it's just empty. This is the latter of those cases. So, I don't want to go too far about doing these things. So let's see what we can do. I need more nails. Smash! Just break all the things. Okay, let's see if we've got enough nails to make ourselves a nail board trap. I think we do now. Yes. I tried it out on a tough zombie, and it took like 3 of them to get down to half health, so for regular zombies I can assume that it will take down their health a bit more. See if we can't repeat that. How many more can we make? 4, just with those benches right there. Okay. So it's about midday through day 1. It is acidic. So I guess there's not much else to do except keep smashing since the acid's just gonna burn me to death. This knife spear isn't really doing us the best of things, so I'm just gonna drop it into turn for my rock. Smash some stuff. Also smash this window so I can get more stuff. How much does it take? I wonder. A 30-foot nylon rope. Safe from falls. I won't need that right now. Pick up the sheet. Use our combat knife to chop it up. Yes, I am wielding the sheet, but I have torn it up into a bunch of rags. Drop those rags on the floor, pick up our knife spear, see what we can do. A mop. I could really use a mop. It's good for cleaning stuff up, but we don't need it. What I do need is something to store stuff in, and a pouch might be the thing that does it for us. Unlike the rest of these things that we can make, as much as they provide extra storage, they tend to get destroyed pretty easily. So we'll just have a pouch instead. And I will equip it. I'll eat my pouch. Thank you very much. I'm hungry and thirsty, but I can't eat either of those. Maybe pick up a few rags. You never know when you might need them because they do serve pretty well in terms of being able to stop bleeding if you're desperate and don't have any bandages. So, in terms of waiting for the rain to go away, we're very good at counting our heartbeats. Okay, it's sunny, but it seems that a dog has found us. And it does mean we have to deactivate safe mode, and right now it is tracking us. It can't do much here in this state. I'll just pick up my rock and be on my way. Hopefully, there's food. Food and water. Hopefully. Maybe I'll skimp over to the evac shelter over the next road or so. I am hungry and thirsty, so maybe there's fruit around. But who knows? There might not be any. That could be troublesome. Thankfully there's a strawberry bush, I think. Yes. Farming I don't believe has advanced too much, so I'm not gonna try and mess with that. So we've sated our hunger, but not our thirst entirely just yet. So let's just pick up this bush as well. Each one takes 1 volume. Thankfully we're not allergic to this stuff or hating of this stuff. I can just pick up strawberries and eat them. Unfortunately, our thirst hasn't gone down by much. And it is sunny. It's also pretty cold, so probably not too much to worry about. Now please tell me there's items down here. There is not. Well, darned. Nothing here. Did find some strawberries though. That's a good thing, I guess. I'm just equipped with my fists only. I need to wield my knife spear. It's only 18 degrees Celsius. That's pretty... well, it's a few degrees below average, but it's not too bad. So in terms of real life world, it's pretty much what you'd expect in the middle of the day where we are right now. Well, at least where I am. These are rocks. I'll need them if I need to do ranged attacks. Because, you know, chances are I'm going to swing wildly and miss with a lot of the encounters I have here. And that is a zombie brute. I've not encountered a brute before, but I assume it is probably going to have much more health than usual, and it's probably going to be a lot more dangerous than usual. And I suspect it hasn't quite seen us yet, because it's just at the very edge of our vision. A useful thing to note about the compass in the top right is that for each of the directions, if it goes a light pink, it means that they've spotted you and they're hostile towards you. Of course, it doesn't matter if they're this close, for instance. And I'm not equipped to deal with this. So here's to hoping that the knife spear will do something. And it bit me. Nope, it is not working. Thankfully I brought some rocks to this fight, and I can still block. Hopefully I kill it in time. Let's take a look at its health. It seems that it needs only one rock to die. Thankfully. Of course we can still pulp a corpse, even though it's a skeletal dog. We'll reclaim our rocks. And we need to break in. And now we need to deal with the infected wound that is in our head. Somehow. That's gotta hurt. So we have a golf club here, we've got fire extinguisher, we've got a rain hood. That could be useful. But the real good stuff tends to be in the bathroom most of the time. Thankfully we have our crowbar, and of course we just break it instead of prying it open. Let's take the moment to clean up this window and get inside. We'll turn safe mode back on just so we can be alerted in case we alert someone else. Close some of these curtains off. Zombies won't be able to do much if they can't see us, after all. So let's take a quick inventory of what's going on around us. There's some salted fish, there's also cereal, there's marshmallows, there's cheap wine. Some of the things around here. Pretty simple stuff. Not too helpful in our case. See if I can't skimp past this window without any zombies noticing us. Got a bit of clothing in that closet over there. Now, in terms of bathroom stuff, we only have a few we have one set of bandages, some water, we've got some vitamins. Vitamins are the closest thing we've got right now, so I guess we'll be taking that. Take frequently to help regulate your body's health and immune functions. I haven't had my body fail on me, but let's take some just in case. I mean, we're pretty much going to be eating unhealthy stuff all the time here on out. Tell me, is there any clean bottles of water? Or will we have to deal with cheap wine? Grab some chips. There's a glass in there. I guess we should secure a frying pan. Ah, here's some water. And of course, there happens to be a lot of rotten stuff. That's very quick to go bad. I mean, even apple cider went bad. I guess someone cut the power off a few days beforehand. Oh dear. Let's take some clean water. And let's take a protein shake. Why the hell not? And let's eat some now. Pure, refined protein and nutritious fruit. Sure. You got rid of some of our thirst. I guess we'll have to seal the deal with some water instead. Bit waste for me to do that, but hey. We need more volume. We need to collect ourselves another backpack, hopefully, at some point in the future. I'm carrying too much right now. And I'm not carrying that much at all, which is a problem. Because I'm carrying a lot of stuff. It seems like there's another room that I haven't been to just yet. So let's check it out. Hairpin, towel, dark collar. Let's just close off this room so we can just look at this room of items. Dark collar, towel, hairpin, reading glasses, and solder. None of which we can use right now. That laptop computer could be useful for smashing something. That's just where I broke the window. Flip-flops. Those are feetwear. Not underwear. Which is a bit of a confusing term, so... yeah. Let's just cross over this house over this way and hopefully not get spotted. Or heard, for that matter. It would be bad to get heard. So hopefully this makeshift crowbar can open this window instead of breaking it this time. Oh good. Good one there. Root beer. We're looking for storage space. Duct tape. Aluminium tongs. Glass bowl. Cardboard boxes of oatmeal, toastums, and rotten fish. Irradiated pear. There's also a bottle of clean water here. It's best to assume that most frozen stuff here is pretty much useless and not going to be usable anytime in the future. Make it to last. Not to be destroyed. Or go rotten either. Grab some bandages. Some thread, more bandages. And I am carrying too much now. So, let us drop a rock. Maybe 3 rocks. We'll drop 3 rocks on the floor. Caffeinated chewing gum. That will help us move around a bit quicker. Although we will grow an addiction to it if we have it too much, so I might err on the side of caution on this one. Wonder why there's no aspirin around. Or if I already missed it. Wonder if I can build myself more. I suppose I could build more. More storage, that is. Except that most of the stuff here doesn't actually provide storage. Which is not too good. So I guess we're limited to building something like cargo shorts. Let's do so now. Failed to make it, but didn't waste any materials in the process, thankfully. Let's give it a try again. Maybe we get lucky this time. And it fits as well, so that's okay. Although the idea of wearing 2 layers of cargo shorts is pretty unknown to me. So I can carry just a little bit more. I'm also carrying a little less spare parts, so I guess that's good as well. Our encumbrance is caused mainly around our torso. I guess that's because of the backpack. Probably because of the backpack. Also, our blazer is doing that as well. Ideally, we do something about it, but we really can't. Maybe I can make the backpack fit better. No, I can't. So let's just re-wield our knife spear, and I guess we'll go out on the search again. Hopefully not attracting the attention of these zombies. I'm not equipped to deal with shocker zombies, that's for sure. Get items. There's a jack and a 19-inch wheel. And there's a plastic bag of cracklings. Now, I'm not sure what that is, so let's take a look at it for a brief moment. Once we get out of the way of these zombies. What's cracklins, I wonder? Plastic bag is essentially trash. Okay. Also known as pork rinds or chicharrones. Bits of edible fat and skin that have been fried until they're crispy and delicious. So chances are these things are gonna rotten a bit. Oh well. Hopefully I get some ranged stuff. That's a zombie. I really can't do much here. That's really something. I mean, if there were less zombies, I'd charge in and just go all out, but this time I'm trying to stay alive. Deal with what we've got, one zombie at a time. Not get killed in the process. That's a thing. And my head is no longer infected, so I guess it kind of stopped after a while. Oh, I got the attention of the zombie. Let's see how well these nailball traps do when I activate them. And leave them on the ground for our zombie friend to find. Hopefully he pulls into the right path of our nail boards. I should have planned this better. There we go. Step on those spiked boards. All 4 of them to be exact. Halfway down. Nice spear. Ah, heck, we got bitten again. Alright, smash it and check out what we've got. Bra, boy shorts, socks, sweater, cargo pants, and a zombie corpse. Not really much. But I guess the cargo pants could be useful in terms of storage. How much storage does it provide? 1 encumberment for 12 storage. Anyway, let's disarm these traps and get those traps back. Take some more vitamins, you never know. Wound aches, but what can we do about it? And we got the attention of the zombie to the southwest. Got more zombies to the west, unfortunately, so there's not much we can do about that. Our torso wound really hurts. Well, what am I gonna do about it, This zombie here is carrying a cash card. Now, apparently the currency in terms of this, they're all counted in cents. I suppose that makes it easier on everyone. So, this person here was carrying $18.62 when they died. I suppose we can grab that. We can trade them for snacks. But that's pretty much the only purpose I've seen so far. And that is a firefighter zombie, which we shall not attempt to engage. And that is a first aid kit, which we do need. Move past that window so we don't get ourselves caught on it. I'd normally just, clean up the window, but we can't really do that. Let's just use that. No. I don't think I shall. Nice spear. Right. Get rid of that zombie so he doesn't come back. And this bathroom is empty. No antibiotics here. But it seems that our torso wound is adapted. There's some more cargo pants here. These ones seem like they might last a bit longer, so I'm going to drop my tattered cargo pants in return for putting on some regular cargo pants. And some of our stuff's been torn at, so it's no longer reinforced. Might deal with that later, but in the meantime we need to keep going. In this bookcase we have a couple of novels, but we also have Belgian Ale and American Pale Ale. Not really much of a drinker here, so we'll pass on that. Just pass through those storage areas. We have some irradiated lettuce and onion. That's okay, I guess. I don't like either of those on their own. Orange juice, rotten, more pale ale, crispy cranberry. That's interesting. I've never heard cranberries being described as crisp. That's for sure. Empty sink there. Let's go on the side of this room so we don't get spotted, and take a look at what clothes we've got here. There's a briefcase. Also illegal drugs and all that, but, you know, this is New England, or what's left of it anyway. I don't think there's going to be too much worry about law and order here. Probably don't want to exit out that side, and I think someone spotted us, so we shall wait and see what happens next. I think we're safe. I think. But I'm not sure. Ah, pocket watch. That gives us the time. Oh wow, it's 4:43 PM. These days tend to go by pretty fast when you can't exactly see what's going on in the sky. Maybe they spot us through that window. Oh, a wrench. Might use that to disassemble something or smash something's face in. Through the window. So we've cleared a couple of houses. I think I cleared this one, so I'll just add a looted. And this one, also looted. I should get back to the habit of doing this. Empty. Don't come back here. This is also empty. And I hit the wrong key. So, with that in mind, let's... Oh, there's a zombie cop to the west. Can't do anything about that. Not without getting myself killed, because they tend to be pretty well armoured. To our south, there is a fat zombie. And there's a lot of zombies that just noticed us just now, so now might be a good time to chew some caffeinated chewing gum and run for the hills. Preferably while chewing some more. This ought to get us out of here in time, and hopefully without avoid getting us killed. We're not making that much noise, surely. The fact that I don't have an exclamation mark next to them means that they've kind of lost me at this point. I hope. Gotta circle around there, very carefully. This sunlight is annoying. And I think it's making me miss a bit more as well when it comes to hitting things. That tough zombie's noticed us, but we're running. Might head north and get into the back of this house that we're coming up on. Gotta take a drink now. Probably a good idea to eat those strawberries. Take a drink of crispy cranberry. There's a zombie somewhere to the north. Hopefully we don't intrude too badly when we break this window open. Thankfully it opens cleanly, and I'm glad for that. Some aspirin so we can deal with some of the pain that we've got, but we don't exactly have a pain at the moment. There's some buffoon in the way. That's what happens when you try to close the door in on yourself, you idiot. Sneakers and a copy of Glamopolitan. It increases our morale and can bring our cooking skill up. I guess if we haven't cooked anything in a while, I suppose that might help. Thread, sewing kit. Leather jacket. Don't really need any of that. Let's just reload our wooden needle, just so we can fill up as much thread as possible. That's another golf club. Peek out, take a look. There's a fat zombie there. And there's a spitter zombie there. I'm not exactly meant to deal with this stuff, am I? Because I only have a knife spear. And from the north you hear crash. I think it's seen us. Probably best not to stick around here too long then, I guess. Gotta go. Let's make our exit through the bathroom again. Hopefully they break into the house, that way we don't have to deal with them. Peek around the corner. See if they've spotted us yet. That spitter zombie's probably spotted us, so let's run back this way. And get out of its way. You know, the tough zombies from the south's that way. The spitter zombie's coming around. So let's just make our way to the northeast instead. It is 5:28 PM. And it has not, the sun has not set yet. And this is an abandoned settlement. I cannot deconstruct furniture, so I'm going to have to smash my way through. Pry our way through the window, and hopefully make our escape inside this abandoned settlement. Chances are there's not much here. Yes, there's a heavy stick. They anticipated that something bad was going on, so... yeah. And the sun is setting. And there's mufflers in here. Car mufflers. Not sure why, but there is. Activate our crowbar to get out this end. Make our run into the dark. Hopefully to find ourselves a more secure home. Haven't spotted any kind of flashlights or anything like that, but they're a lot more dangerous to use at night anyway, so not worth it. Please tell me one of these is a door. It is not. Here's hoping this window can be opened without smashing it. I wish you'd tell me beforehand whether it's smash or open with a crunch. Now I have to hope that the zombies didn't hear that. That's a table I just crossed over. Make sure that no one sees me, which of course they have. Of course. There's some dark cola. Don't need that. Here's to hoping they... ah, window's broken. That is a shrieker zombie, so it's going to make a lot of noise if I don't kill it quickly. Please don't shriek. You shrieked. Just great. Hopefully I have duct tape. That'd be nice to tape up the window, at least. But we don't even have that. So we're stuck with a broken window, this dead shrieker zombie, and a bunch of sheets. Can I board it up? The answer is no. I cannot tape up the window, because there needs to be a window first. So that's a problem. If anyone heard that, that is. If I'm lucky, maybe no one heard it at all. Moving furniture around is not preferable at all. And there's a way that goes down. That's nice. There's some thread here. Take that so we can repair some stuff if we need to. You'd think with night vision we'd be able to sew in the dark, but we can't. And I have stumbled into a gun room. There's a barrel extension. There's a 3006 casing. Not sure what those numbers mean. Still don't. There's an adjustable stock. I assume that's for more stability. There's another pipe, and there's another wrench. Here we go. We have a USB 45, we've got the Ruger Mini 14. doesn't exactly look like a place where you'd have any ammunition for it though. There's a lot of guns though. This would all be useful if we actually had ammunition. But in the meantime, it doesn't really look like it's going to be helpful. There's a row of guns, and that's about it. No ammunition aside from these casings, but I'm sure the casings are meant for ammunition making, and aren't meant to be used out the bat. So I guess that does it for this house. Got some more clothes here. Reading glasses, glow stick. Rotten apple cider. What a pity. There's a dust mask here. Wonder if there's anything else. Doesn't look like it. My voice is actually very, very, very worn out at this point, so I guess I'll stop it off here. Next time, we'll deal with the nighttime that is this place. I've completely forgotten the name of this place. So yeah, we'll pick it up next time with Noah Green. I'm Cataclysm, and you've been watching the Winter 14 Day Survival Challenge. Till next time, take care everyone.